And like to see that again, I should say, G-Cliff.
We're in. We are in the arena. Spears. Change. Still with the bat. And no damage taken. Miner surrounded by the gang.
So, we might just see the Grand Challenge deck for the time being. Spear, Goblin, Goblin Gang, they are all puzzle pieces. The Ice Golem even there as well.
Got all the corner pieces down here.
There you go.
Rascals should be coming up very soon as well.
Rascal and the Goblin Barrel. This is a different deck actually. We saw this last time around. Still climbing very high in the Grand Challenge. Very nicely used. And Princess is going to be in that mix. This is exactly the one I was talking about. The second priority Grand Challenge deck here for you guys. RayBagus is going to be coming out with this one. See what we can make out of just chip damage over time. Bandit being used by Expo Master. We've seen him use this many, many times before.
Yes, one of his favorite cards ever since he played in competitive scene. And they will just get one chart, get taken out. It's going to be Poison doing the most of damage to the tower, and also Inferno Dragon if it locks on, but nope, not in time. So Ice Golem pull. Again, should have the log.
Oh, waits for that in the right time. He thought that the trajectory of that barrel was a little bit odd. So, you know, he just wanted to wait to make sure where it landed. And if you've seen the Goblin Barrel thousands and thousands of times, you kind of start to understand its trajectory and see what you can kind of unexpect in terms of where it will land on that one. Bandit very nicely defended against the Goblin Gang, doing such nice work.
Against the deck of RayBagus with lots of goblins, Bandit actually gets
yeah,
very little value because there are lots of units and you actually do charge a dash damage onto one. You should also be fine with the log every time. The real problem will be the Princess and how he actually managed to hold out against the minion horde that could come in anytime.
You're going to see an all-in push, and without that log, just thinking that nothing is there, but the Electro Wizard, he just absolutely forgot about that one, supposedly.
A big push with the Miner now. Minion horde does deal with against the Inferno Dragon, but the Miner does full damage by himself.
Undistracted there, and the Bandit just going to be on defensive duties more than anything, and even the Prince is kept safe there. See Electro Wizard being safely done there once again. Kind of a bait out with the Goblin Barrel. Did not work again for RayBagus.
Yeah, because that log, if it was placed all the way in the back, it was not going to connect with the Princess, so actually uses it on the other side at the bridge. Even using poison against the minion horde.
Miner doing so well now. See another log here probably. It's going to have no problem with that. No latency in terms of decision making, and Bandit having such a difficult time.
The poison does not connect with the Princess. Let's see how it deals against this push now. That's the bat and the Electro Wizard dropping down.
Miner doing pretty well for the side of RayBagus, getting it down to 1158 on the tower. So make out of the mini horde still doing a very good job. Of course, the -1 elixir trade still feels very happy to take that Inferno Dragon out. Very, very close in that log. Could have been very, very different.
Just in time, dashes in now to the Spirit Goblins only. And will be going down, but the Miner, once again, comes from both sides. A little more damage for Expo Master.
Okay, the Electro Wizard survives, but the Miner is still going to be left undistracted. 7:10 versus 3:07 on the clock now. And once again, trying to bait out the log. The Bandit's going to be able to take care of that one. The Miner is still here on the opposite side.
With the poison, that should be game for Expo Master. He has it. The log is not even needed to do damage.
Expo Master, very nicely done with that last bit of the Miner being summoning.
Barrel again. This time a different response from Expo Master though. With the Goblin Barrel. Maybe the same one.
Okay.
I'm smelling all the goblins here.
Okay.
And it doesn't smell good.
Oh, he's going with the exact same deck, I think. Those three pieces are very, very crucial. But a Miner, in addition to the Goblin Barrel. See how this works out. But I think it's still going to be primarily the same method being used.
I would say even better for Expo Master in this case. He has a Tesla and the Minion Horde can actually go down entirely with just a single Tesla.
There you go, and once again, very nicely done with the lock. No problem there, taking care of the Goblin Barrel coming from RayBagus, but Expo Master just taking it slow now, just going for the chip damage, and even predicting on the wrong side there for RayBagus on the defense. Spear Goblin is on the opposite side. The Rascals now just ready to do all the bidding in terms of on that defense on top of things, and really nothing coming from RayBagus at the moment.
This is very likely, very like a Expo deck with the Rascal, but of course that's banned out in this match. So with the Miner, let's see, a little bit of an adjustment from Expo Master. Feeling comfortable with the cycle. RayBagus keeping the exact same deck right now. Is not really working out for him, as he does not have the second power source.
Tesla is so good. Just one zap, as you were mentioning earlier, just gets out
even the
Ice
5
Spirit elixirs. Now the Ice Spirit just to make sure they go even in elixir count, but make sure that no damage is done to the tower. Still very nicely done. Once again, Along will be ready to take care of. No problem there.
So damage source from RayBagus is mostly coming out from the barrel. But what else is he really going to connect? A few Princess shots, maybe? But Expo Master has a lot more. Miner, the Rascals, and even the Poison. So that's something else that he has in his hands.
We're still going at this though. The Rascal being used for defense at the last minute. 1391 to 1540.
RayBagus does a lot more damage with the Miner. Does connect 3-4 hits.
Then we see the Dark Goblin just going to town.
With the, not with the latest update, but with the buff before. That's the minion with 2 shots now.
See a Miner being used, even a Poison to make sure there's no distraction right there from RayBagus and Expo Master. Looking like he's ready to finish up the
even
left
the shots
tower.
from Spear Goblins as well, down to 334.
334 versus 1450. Now he's just going on the opposite side. Are you serious? I think RayBagus is out of ideas completely.
He was focusing onto the left hand the entire time, and with the Poison, that should be game.
61 down to 34 to 7 in the last tick. Not even to just finish him off an Expo Master. A clean win, and just adapt to finish everything off. As usual ceremonies. Just let everyone. Sorry, Supercell. It's a bad card. Let's make it good again.
We'll see in season 2.
Let's make Barbarian Barrel great again.
We'll see it. We'll see by the end of this year. We'll see some changes every month, and it could come in just in time.
Woo. If it doubles the damage it does on the roll,
I think it should be a defensive card instead of an offense, you know?
But 3 elixirs
is clearing out all the goblins, and we have so many goblins right now.
But why you would just rather use 2 elixirs than 3 elixirs for the same effect?
You also get the Barbarian Plus.
But it dies right out.
That runs very slowly and dies out.
Yes, it does. I think one way to improve a Barbarian Barrel is to kind of improve the distance, increase the distance so it gets to the tower right away.
Ooh, Skeleton Army. Taken out by a single zap, the entire army.
What?
Wow.
I missed the Skeleton Army.
You missed the moment, Joel.
Okay, we get to see it again, hopefully. But once again, mostly it's going to be around the Goblin, talking about the Golem charge deck. But now a giant skeleton getting ready to explode all the supporting units. And
even the Tombstone and the Skeleton Army, I believe, will come up very soon. Like, once again, because against the Prince, does not want to use it now against Poison on the ground.
Okay. It's right down, and the Skeleton Army explosion. Oh, we're talking about the giant skeleton doing the damage to destroy the rest of the Golemites. Ready to go there.
The Goblin get taken out. Ooh, even the Lumberjack, because
ow, that was a
does
little
not
bit.
take even a single damage.
Yeah.
They do not want it because they're losing so far. 2K
Sure.
left.
Still a lot had to be used there.
Is that
talk about Skeleton Army in the competitive scene? Are you serious? 3 elixirs for basically the same effect. It's so easy to counter. It's all just one zap. Do all the trick there.
Hey, there will be a day for anything.
Sure.
We are seeing some great adjustments, new strategies, especially on 2v2. Giant and Giant Skeleton. So both giants walking straight towards it. Next to the bridge, just make sure the explosion catches everything.
Wow, double poison.
The giant actually pushes all the way.
Okay. Be very good.
So gets the shield out, but the Prince still survives.
Yep, it's going to be the Electro Wizard and the Dark Golem. Perfect combo to deal with this double Prince effect happening from the other side.
So the P.E.K.K.A drop down.
Okay, the P.E.K.K.A is going to be right there.
So
Electro Wizard will be there to just counter out the Infernal Dragon, so the P.E.K.K.A is no longer destroyed.
You have the poison, so Skeleton Army barely does anything against the Miner.
Try here. Dark Goblin doing well, just countering each other's plays. And
Another poison, and the Dark Goblin actually connects the damage, 25, and that's going to be it with the zap.
That is literally going to be it, and Ho+July looked defenseless there and just absolutely helpless as we summon. So it's not the cheapest card around for such a flimsy little card, but that unit can do lots of damage if allowed, but that's been something that Kings of DragonX had a hard time getting to. So see a wait around for this game too. Golem being summoned right away with the Prince accompanying it from the back.
Even a zap onto the tower. So the Miner did 504 damage. You can't really have the guards to go against the Prince. It's taken out majorly, but his poison is something that's worth the while at least.
Golem is still pushing. The Dark Golem doing its work. Make sure the Golem stays alive, but the Golemites are going to explode to a final 1900. Guards being summoned onto their own side of Kings on DragonX now.
Needs a secondary source to push its way.
One zap.
Yeah, do want to have all the elixir before, because you just summon Electro Wizard and also use spell right before.
See the Electro Wizard being put out there to slow down the Golem Chaos Theory, but P.E.K.K.A is right there to make sure it does damage. Just carve out the ROM each time, but the damage will come through with that Rage. Now just enhancing the damage output.
Only a little bit there. A lot of air units for Kingdom DragonX, but the ground units are continuing their push for Chaos Theory. P.E.K.K.A still healthy.
You see Prince now just trying to go for the P.E.K.K.A more than anything. See if he can get a lot of damage done. Poison now, just taking out the Prince along with the Tombstone, which will eventually go down. But the last bit of the arrows coming from the Prince's Tower of Kings of DragonX will take care of the P.E.K.K.A with no problem there.
This time, just the Prince?
Without a Golem. Easily countered there with a Tombstone. Much, much easier to get that done.
Switches off to the defensive mode after the Prince goes down. Even a little bit early of a poison. Does not catch the Dark Goblin, but the Mega Minion will right after.
See the bats being right there to take care of the Miner that came through, but still down to 1135. So that means the Golem is still pushing around. And
this offensive poison now will get some work done.
Okay. Mega Minion right there, still to take care of all the needs there. As we can see on the map here, Ho+July.
CX Kingdom DragonX rushing in a little bit with this push. Golem summoned right in between. Because they need some more damage source other than just the Rage, and the poison will help. Let's see what's the number right after. We are going into overtime, but with the double poison, that may just be the game over.
52 down to 25, and that will be the last tick. As you mentioned, G-Clevin, Kings on DragonX pick up a game right back after losing game 1. Now we're going to go to game 3 for the decider set.
It has been banned, of course, along with the Tornado from Chaos Theory. Final game to decide the winner of set number 2.
We're going to get into the game here.
Of course, match point for Kingdom DragonX. What a long team name.
It's a good team name.
Yes, it's very cool.
Poison, very nicely done there. Of course, the Golem against the Lava Loon. See if they can fight back from this one, because the balloon will have to be taken care of.
Ooh, the air push. The Infernal Dragon does lock into the Lava Loon. The Lava Hound.
Yeah.
See what continues after.
Bats, very nicely done. And
Raise
also
from Kingdom DragonX actually.
Defensive Rage.
Uh-huh.
The balloon taken care of almost.
Gets one shot.
That is going to be vital. And that does really carve out the building right down the tower, down to 1248 on that first push.
And even bigger of a push right after. The guards come straight to the tower now.
Very important now as they're continuing to strike away here at 8:03 down to 7:49. The Infernal Dragon got to survive to live another day. It's still just melting away slightly. 5:48 on that first push and a half from Chaos Theory.
Let's imagine another of the exact same air push coming from Chaos Theory. How do you switch it for Kings and DragonX right now?
I have to go for all in here. I think they're not going to be settled with just getting one tower there, because I feel like the right tower is basically just gone.
Lecture Wizard, even with the rage, was not enough to stop the balloon. So they're going to go there for their own attack. Double Infernal Dragon locked onto the golem. Oh man, Zap nicely placed, so they do actually do some damage to the tower.
Okay, offensive rage used there. Hopefully they get a lot more out of this. That's going to be what they're wanting, but 461, a very nice push, but now they have to defend.
Poison already used. Just one though, so maybe they can have another one as a defensive tool.
Let's see, still the guard doing so well to distract the opponent. Infernal Dragon doing very well, getting down to 76, but now 191 on the shot. Now it's going to be looking a lot more even for Kings and DragonX after they were very successful in that defense.
Just making sure the poison catches everything, because that will bring the tower down. Now off to the left side.
In a race now. Of course, the right tower is already taken care of for
the balloon
both
comes
sides.
in this time. It's not getting locked on by anything coming in straight, not even getting damage. Tombstone will delay a little bit.
From the balloon, yes, it's going to get the drop on, and it's not going to have a trouble. The miner just being left alone to finish off the tower, but left side is still a lot of question marks as to who's getting the better of it, because it seems like the Infernal Dragon's still alive. It's very, very strong, but the Golem just taking out all the tanking abilities there. The Infernal Dragon's still at work here.
This Golem already damaged a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see if they commit Rage onto this. Not going to commit all the way in. Just have Poison to deal against all the air. Balloon now coming in once again. Lecture Wizard laying it with the small stun.
You see it right now, the drop that will finish off. The Tombstone's going to be fine, but the Lava Loon it's not going to be onto its full potential there as we 1764, but an extra zap. That was an extra zap that wasn't needed there, so I think that came from Chaos Theory more than anything, so see if that affects the play here. 2 extra elixirs basically wasted there.
We will see, as there were lots of units still, very low in health, but still could have connected, especially the Princeton charging in.
Offensive rage now, see what they can make out of it. The Golem is still going to be making its push and still going to get it down to 11:03. Still charming down with the explosion damage. It's going to turn out to be 891 in the end. Now it's time for defense for Kings of DragonX.
Great guards from Chaos Theory, delaying the Lecture Wizard from getting into the balloon or anything else. Tombstone delaying a little bit.
The balloon just waiting for one drop. One drop is all it needs, but it still fails to get that done. The Infernal Dragon didn't have an answer for this. They do have a zap in hand, so very timely, well done.
Oh, this is intense, the last game. 1:30 left in the overtime.
Yeah, 891 to 998, as far as I can see it. The Golem. Oh,
Double Golem
for the rage now.
Let's see how this one goes. Already ready with the minions.
Okay.
And the Prince. Golem's walking straight in, doing so much damage.
It's going to be done.
Let's see with the poison.
The 117 and wow. Ho+July. Double Golem at the base in the last clutch. And talk about 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. And that's the way to handle it right there.